Hi guys, good morning. I just felt really drawn to coming outside today because it's such a beautiful day, it's such a beautiful morning, and doing my morning musings in the garden. So what was coming through me today really strongly was about being really aware of our bodies and nurturing and nourishing our bodies and giving our bodies what it needs as our physical form goes through this ascension process, as we start raising our vibration and clearing the density within our energetic body. You know, it's really important that we don't forget the physical aspect of our being. You know, we incarnated within this physical form, and there's a divine reason for that. And this body is our temple. This vessel is our temple, the temple for all that we are. And it's not so much, well, it's not so much, it's about bringing that beautiful balance together about the work that we do. And so many of us get caught up in the energetic work, you know, the work on our light bodies, the work on the energetic plane. And for my part, it was because, you know, I didn't particularly like the energy of the physical plane, and it wasn't comfortable. It felt very dense and hard work, and all the programs around our bodies that we're brought up with in terms of, you know, sort of disliking our bodies in some way, judging our bodies, it not being quite what we want it to be, as it were. And in that case, you know, we kind of escape into the energetic planes, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual realms, and we like to play in those realms, and we don't want to do the work in the physical. And yet it's so important, it's absolutely crucial, because we hold most of the density within our physical form. We hold so much of our trauma, our wounds over all of our past lives, energetically brought in our densest layer. So, you know, it is in the blood, it's in the bones, it's in the muscles, it's in our physical structure. And we can do the clearing in the energetic, and I'm not saying don't. It's absolutely right to do the clearing in the energetic, but there comes a time where we also have to bring that down into the physical. And for me, that occurred at the beginning of 2018. I was really drawn to detoxing the physical. I was really drawn to honouring and caring for my body, talking to my body, really listening to what its needs were. And that, to me, is a really essential part of our journey at this moment that a lot of people are missing. A lot of people kind of bypass that part of it because it is the physical. It's not deemed as spiritual practice. It's not deemed as part of the ascension process. As we're trying to connect with the higher and higher realms, we're thinking, well, you know, what do I need to be doing with the body, kind of thing. And yet it is about embodying those aspects, those highest aspects of ourself within this vessel. So we have to do the work within this vessel, within this field of our existence. Otherwise, there is this disconnect between the two, and we never quite, oh, there's a little bird coming to listen, and we never quite get there, and we just end up being really, really frustrated. So for me today, I had a really powerful experience during my Kundalini yoga practice, and I like to do part of my morning practice, I like it to be physical. And the kind of the realization that I had today was just that. You know, we can do the morning practice as a very kind of esoteric practice. We can tune in, we can meditate, we can journal and things like that. And I'm not saying that any of those are wrong. But one of the things for me was the essential aspect of bringing the physical into our spiritual practice. So for me, that works for me through yin yoga, through Kundalini yoga, through walking in nature, through going out into the countryside and being and really fully feeling myself and being conscious. It's through being really conscious about the food that I eat, filtering the water that I drink, the colours of the clothes that I'm wearing, really tuning into, you know, what my body's feeling, the jewellery that I'm feeling drawn to wearing, you know, all aspects of my physicality, as it were. And also, it's also really evident to me in nurturing and nourishing my body's needs, in releasing that density through massage, through you know, those practices that involve movement, through somebody touching and shifting and moving the energy, through physically engaging in my body. So what I'm sharing today really is, don't forget your body. Don't forget about being conscious about your body and what your body's needs are. I'm really conscious about the sun. It's really hot, which is wonderful, but it's burning my leg. So I'm going to wrap this up soon and keep this short, because I'm going to honour my body and not roast it. So, but yeah, it is about honouring your vessel. You know, your body is doing an amazing job. Your body is trying to transmute this density, but sometimes it needs a little help on the physical plane. And so feel into how your physical spiritual practice gets to look. You know, how can you become conscious of what your body's needs are? How can you assist your body in this ascension process as it basically shifts from this density that's really trapped within its bones, its muscles, its physical structure, the cells within the body, and transmute them from, you know, the density to lightness, you know, to enable ourselves to shift from carbon to crystalline, so that we can actually contain more of our light and embody more of our light, radiate that light out into the world. During the Kundalini practice for me today, we did a pranayama after the physical exercise, and during the kind of the integration process of that, I had some massive sensations going off in the back of my neck. And I've held a lot of trauma in the back of my neck because I've experienced a lot of trauma in my neck. You know, I've had a lot of accidents, a lot of car crashes, and a lot of universal nudges where, you know, it's affected my physical body through my neck. Now, to me, that's all around my denial of my truth, you know, my denial of expressing my truth, living inauthentically, not speaking or expressing what I knew to be true throughout my entire life. So I'm holding a lot of trauma and density within my physical, my bones, my muscles, and for me, the yoga and the meditation, the breathing practice, really released and shifted a lot of that stuff. You know, during the integration process, I burst out crying. I just allowed myself to come up, and these words were coming up as well: trauma, terror, torment. They were all T's actually, which was quite interesting, but you know, it really kind of, and then the message kind of came through for me around the fact that it is so important to bring this physical work into your spiritual practice. So however that gets to look for you, it may be dance, it may be walking, it just may be you know, it may be playing an instrument, you know, because that's physical action in itself, you know, drumming or something. It could be yoga, it could be anything, but just allow yourself to tune in, allow yourself to connect with your body, become very conscious of what your body needs, what it's asking for, and really give to your body. I mean, one of the things that my body wanted was sunlight, so I came out to do the video, but it also, you know, knows what its limits are. Roasting leg. But yeah, so this is my sharing with you this morning, just tuning into your body and allowing yourself to give love back to your body, and it will enable you to release those dense layers within yourself. It is like peeling layers off an onion, and I know people get a bit fed up with that analogy, but you know, some of the layers, the outer layers, are the spiritual work, are the emotional work, are the mental work that I spoke of in my closing video for the Mundane to Magical Summit. But you know, when you get down to the nitty-gritty, the finer layers of the onion, it comes down to the physical layer, and we really can't ignore that aspect of ourselves. It's time for us to embody our light within this physical form, and to do that we need to help this physical form to do the work that it needs to do to transmute the density within. So I will leave you with that. I will enjoy the sunshine, but I'm going to get my leg out of the sun because it really is burning. All right then, much love to you, take care, have a great and wonderful day. All right, take care, bye.